Religion. I think I first must clarify that this is a rant. Okay, I'm just putting my thoughts out there because I like to do that. I like to let people know what I think, and this isn't trying to get attention. This is just my way of letting people know what I think and to get my opinion out there. I like to do that. But this is a rant. Please do not take any offense to this. If you're religious anyways, that's fine. You know what? You do you. I'm totally fine with that. I love you all. So let's get started. Religion. It's a thing. We all know that. And it most likely always will be. And in my perspective, that's unfortunate. And this entire rant is going to be explaining why. But if I no longer classify myself as atheist anymore, and there's a reason why. Because I don't want, because with atheism, right? It's just all these stereotypes and stuff like that in it. And when I go into a argument or a debate, I don't want all these classifying these stereotypes and stuff like that. I don't want them to go into the debate. Okay. Second reason why I no longer classify myself as atheist is because if right now there's no evidence that there is a God. There's no evidence, like solid evidence. Believe what you want, but I believe in science, because science is based on facts. It's based and founded on facts, and I love that. But it's also based on question, which I also like, because if there were to be solid evidence of a supernatural deity that created everything, right? Cool. We have a God. Sweet. And I'd accept that. There's God, right? And that brings us into our next part of this rant. Is religion was, I think people often miss this, is that religion was a way to avoid ignorance. Back in ancient times, there were the Roman Empire, ancient Egypt. They all have their own religion, right? I mean, they're all mixed and stuff, but religion, it's a way to not live so ignorant and it's a way to explain things, like with mythology. Oh, lightning struck. Zeus is angry. There's waves crashing in. Poseidon is angry. It was a way to explain natural phenomena that we knew nothing about. That's what religion is. And since science has been explaining a lot of that, I think all those things have kind of timid down a bit. Kind of like went down, because science has proven a lot over the past, even the past like 200 years. It's gone so far. But here the thing is that we know now about how natural phenomena happen. So I'm going to focus on Christianity for a second here. Like I said, please do not take offense to this. If you want to believe in Christianity, go ahead. That's your choice. It's like Christianity. Let's go way back. Okay, in ancient times, everything was based around God. Birth of children, just pretty much everything was all God's doing. But now it's kind of just He created everything. And that's basically just because that's the only thing we really, that's the only huge thing we don't know, is how everything came to be how it is now. That whole Adam and Eve thing, it's kind of gone down a bit because of evolution. We found that out. So, yeah, it's religion. A lot of people miss that too, is that religion was based on so that people wouldn't seem so ignorant. And so people are like I said, people are just like, oh, God's mad at something. That's why this happened to me, or that happened. Or God is happy with me. That's why these things happened. Or, just random things happening in the world that we have no understanding of. Right? And that's why I say religion is now kind of unfortunate, because it causes a lot of hate. I'm not saying everybody that's religious does, because a lot of them are fine. It's the extreme ones that, and even if, like, even if, even the regular, religious people that aren't even extreme are really touchy about it. And it can turn into hate. Which, and if you're going to twist my words and say that I hate religious people, and that I'm just kind of self-contradictory and, whatever, I'm hypocritical. No, I don't hate religious people. I hate people that put their religion before everything else. I don't like that. Because nothing should get in the way of your family, your way of life, your day-to-day life. Nothing should get in the way of that. Right? But that's what I believe. And, it's... Well, then people might say, oh, miracles happen. How do they happen? That's another thing that's kind of hard to explain, is chance and luck. Because so that religion comes into play. Religion comes into play with a lot of things science can't answer. That's what religion fills in. That's pretty much religion's role in this. And I respect that, But again, I'm really not trying to convince you to not believe anything. If you want to believe it, go ahead. If I can change your mind, great, It's kind of heartbreaking too, when all these problems in the Middle East, children, people in Africa are really struggling right now, and especially in the Middle East and stuff like that. And people say that it's because they're not Christian. And that upsets me a lot. Those people are disgusting. And that's what I don't like about religion, is that it can cause people to have such a strong bias that it just causes them to hate people. And say that, oh, if you're not this, then you're nothing to me. Again, not every religious person's like that. I know. I'm just saying this, a few of them. Because, my entire family's Christian, so. Science is the only thing that I will ever believe in. Until there's solid evidence that a deity exists, I'm just going to go with science. Because it's based on truth. It's based on facts. It's not based on superstition. And it's not based on, something we can't see. And that we can't detect. like, this is kind of off topic, but there was this post on Facebook that I saw where God is like oxygen. You can't see it, but you need it to survive. And I just said that's kind of silly, because you can see oxygen. You just have to get it in its liquid form. You know? And these people got really, it was a battle royale in the comments, and I'm just kind of shaking my head. Like, why waste your time doing that? But I think that's all I needed to say. If you're gonna go ahead and insult me for it, insult me for this, say that I hate all religious people, I don't. So just don't waste my time, and don't waste yours. Just go on. Okay? Plain and simple. But yeah, I think that's it for my, holy shit, 11 minutes. But yeah, that's all I really need to say. So, goodbye.